guys, my name is Alana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mental Health with Alana. If you're new here, please click the red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also press the bell notification so you know every time I post a video. I am currently posting on Fridays, but I have been uploading some extra videos if I have the time and I feel like it. So yeah, my schedule isn't 100% set, but you'll always get a video on Friday. Another thing is that I have a business called Sensory Care Boxes by Alana. They are sensory boxes made for your mental health. So yeah, there's 3 different boxes that you can pick from. One's made for anxiety, one's made for mood issues, so depression, and then there's just like a basic box that you can get that has less things in it, just if you don't want to spend extra money. If you do want to purchase one, I do ship around the world, but obviously the shipping is different depending on each country, so send me a DM through my Instagram. Now, I'm gonna do a quick medication update video. My medications are currently in the process of being kind of changed, so this isn't probably more of a permanent thing. So once my medications are kind of 100% sorted, I will make another video, but I thought I'll just make this video now just to let you know what's going on with my meds. So I recently saw a psychiatrist 2 days ago as an emergency appointment because I've been having hypomania symptoms, but the reason why I saw the psychiatrist is because we don't want it to turn into full-blown mania, and so we're trying to get it under control. So we've been making changes just for that. But at the moment I take sodium valproate. I take 800 milligrams of it. My sodium valproate was increased because of the symptoms that I've been having, and Helplines has worked very well for me, and I've been on it for years, and it's been very, very good for my bipolar and even for my BPD. So since we knew that it works quite well, she increased it. I also am on lithium at the moment. I take 700 milligrams. I don't want to be on lithium and I want to come off it because clearly it doesn't work for me. I still have episodes. I've been on it before when I was 19 and I was originally diagnosed with bipolar. I have schizoaffective bipolar type, but at the time it was just diagnosed as bipolar, and again I was still having episodes even on it, and my levels are just constantly all over the place and it can never be stabilized, and I'm sick of getting blood tests every 3 months because I have terrible veins. It's really hard to get a blood test done. So that's another reason, whereas with the Helplines you don't really need to check it that regularly, whereas with lithium you obviously do. I also really don't like the side effect of lithium that makes you super thirsty. It really bothers me, and I also get tremors, I suppose. Yeah, tremors, although I do get tremors on Helplines, like hand tremors. But yeah, so the lithium, I also don't like the fact that it can cause hypothyroidism and things like that, and I know lithium is a really great drug for some people and it works really well, but personally for me it just hasn't really done much, and I just feel like I don't really want to be on it. I didn't have a choice. I got put on it when I was under a mental health act, so there wasn't anything I could do about that. But yeah, I take 700 milligrams. Then I'm taking 5 milligrams of diazepam every night with my night meds, and I also take diazepam 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams depending on situation as a PRN, so I can take that during the day. Then I'm on quetiapine still, 400 milligrams. I used to be on 800 milligrams, but I want to come off quetiapine because of all the side effects, and the weight gain and everything was just getting really, really bad. And I've been on it for years and I just really don't like that. I really don't like the medication. I've just had terrible side effects, and it's just not been good at all. So what we're doing is, in the future we're going to be taking me off quetiapine, and I have just started back on aripiprazole. So I take aripiprazole 10 milligrams at the moment because I've just started it. I have been on it before, but it was for a short period because then I went into the acute hospital and a different hospital, and they decided to get rid of the aripiprazole. When I saw this psychiatrist 2 days ago, she said, should we increase the quetiapine to 600 milligrams? And I said, oh, look, I really don't want to be on it. You know, I'm really wanting to come off it. So yeah, she put me on aripiprazole. So I'm really hoping that I have a good experience with aripiprazole. If you've been on it, please let me know what your experience was and like how it was for you. Because from what I've heard from a lot of people say that it worked really well for them. And the good thing about aripiprazole is that it doesn't really cause significant weight gain either, which was a major issue with the quetiapine. So yeah, take 10 milligrams aripiprazole. I'm still taking metazapine, but we've halved the dose, so I was on 15 milligrams. She's halved it to 7.5. One, it's for sleep, because she said the lower dose will actually help me with sleep more. But she was also concerned that because it's an antidepressant still, she was concerned that it was causing extra like mania, could be triggering it. So she was gonna just take me off it completely, but then she was worried about having withdrawal symptoms. So she said to me, we'll just halve it, and then eventually we'll probably just get rid of metazapine again completely. So this is kind of like the plan of what's going on. But this is what I'm taking right now, but there is kind of a bit of a plan in place. I also take a medication. This isn't a psychiatric medication. It's called Metformin. So Metformin is a drug usually used for people with diabetes. It does help with weight loss. Because of the quetiapine, I gained a ridiculously large amount of weight, and I could not get rid of it. It didn't matter what I did. And I do have a history of an eating disorder. So instead they decided to put me on the Metformin, and the other reason they put me on it wasn't just for the weight gain, like the weight issue, but it was also because apparently, I don't really understand how this works, but apparently it helps your other medications kind of work better. I'm not sure, but I don't know, I haven't researched into this, but that's just what I was told when I was in hospital. I haven't had any negative side effects or anything. It's been fine. So yeah, I also take a multivitamin every day, and I also take thiamine, which is B12. So I take that. I've been on it for years because of my eating disorder. My psychiatrist, my old one, originally put me on it, but I've stayed on it because B12 is actually really, really good vitamin, like for your body and things like that. My mum did a bunch of research into it, and it's like quite a good thing to be taking. So I take that. So I was put on venlafaxine again because my anxiety was like crippling, but because of these hypomania symptoms, they were worried because it coincided with the symptoms started when I went back on venlafaxine. They were thinking that maybe it is actually triggering mania. So again, I'm stopping it for now, and then hopefully in the future I could possibly go back on it. The issue with me is that because I have such bad anxiety, the way they treat it is with an antidepressant. But because I have bipolar, I'm very sensitive to antidepressants. So this means that there is always a risk of triggering off mania, but then with my anxiety, like, it's absolutely crippling. I can't live like that. So the psychiatrist was kind of like, we're in a bit of a sticky situation here because, you know, you need something for your anxiety, but it's a bit difficult. I'm not sure what they're going to have to do if I come off venlafaxine permanently, because we have to do something. because my anxiety is just really, really bad. So I was very disappointed that the venlafaxine could be causing mania. I mean, look, I've been on venlafaxine for 3 years, and it never... I was having manic episodes, but I don't think it was ever really put down to venlafaxine. From what I remember, I think at times when I was manic, my old psychiatrist did lower the dose, because I think she was concerned that it could be causing mania. And then when I went into the acute mental health ward, psychiatric ward recently, they also said that they didn't want me on venlafaxine because they thought it could be triggering mania. So I have had quite a few people now come to the same conclusion. So, you know, it's a possibility. But yeah, anyway, so those are the medications that I'm on right now. They are subject to being changed. As I said, we, you know, are wanting to make some change. Well, I'm wanting to make some changes, and the psychiatrists that I've seen have all pretty much agreed. The psychiatrist said she couldn't take me off the lithium right now because she didn't want to risk the fact that I was already hypomanic and coming off that could cause more symptoms. So she said that and also because we made quite a few changes. Obviously when you change medications, you can't change everything at once. Although they did do that when I was in the psychiatric ward, and that went very, very badly. But that's the point, you can't just like change everything at once, and you got to be able to figure out what medication is doing what and what's causing what, and you can't do that if you just change everything. So it's like variables. But yeah, so those are the medications I'm on. Yeah, I don't really think I take anything else. I just take it, I take an antihistamine tablet because my sinuses are terrible. But yeah, apart from that, that's it for psych meds. And yeah, that's my update. So I will be making other videos on medication updates, and if you want me to make a video, I have made a video on quite a lot of medications, but if you want one on specific medication, I can do one. And also with the aripiprazole, once maybe the doses increased and it started working, whether it works or not, I think it definitely will work, but I'll make a separate video talking about aripiprazole and my experience on it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you have any video suggestions, please leave it down below. Have any questions, please leave it down below. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me and watching my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.